Well, you can see the press gathering behind me for the start of week 2 of this Wagatha Christie trial. Rebekah Vardy is suing Coleen Rooney for libel after Coleen Rooney publicly claimed in a post that went viral that Rebekah Vardy was selling private stories about her to the Sun newspaper. Well, on Friday, Wagatha Christie herself took to the witness stand, and it was the first time that we were able to hear a little bit about that sting operation that she set up in order to discover who was leaking those stories about herself. She told the High Court that that investigation was a last resort, that she doesn't even want to be here right now, and the only reason she's here is because Rebekah Vardy has brought it this far. Coleen Rooney also lifted the lid on the context of this sleuthing operation. She was speaking about when these stories were being leaked. It was in 2018, 2019. It's when the Rooney family, had moved to the US for Wayne Rooney to play football. And Coleen Rooney was talking about being dreadfully homesick at the time. She was crying every single night. She said she couldn't FaceTime her parents because she was getting too emotional. And it was during this time that those stories were being leaked to the Sun newspaper. She said she felt as though she'd allowed someone into her inner circle and they were then betraying her from her private Instagram account, of which she only had about 300 people on there. So she did give us an insight into psychology of how she was feeling at the time and why she decided to stage this operation. She was then asked by Rebekah Vardy's barrister why she decided to make this such a public announcement, and she said she was very surprised at how big the post had gone. It did go viral all over the world, and it made headlines in many newspapers around the world as well. She said that it was not in her nature to cause abuse or trolling, and she was very sorry that Rebekah Vardy had gone through that. She also opened the lid on her friendship with Rebekah Vardy. She said that they were never close, they weren't in the same circle, and she felt as though Rebekah Vardy only contacted her when she wanted information from her. She implied that Rebekah Vardy was trying too hard to be her friend, and that initially is what made her suspicious. Well, earlier on Friday, Rebekah Vardy was very emotional. She spoke about why she brought this to trial. She said that she hadn't done anything wrong and she wanted to clear her name. She said that she felt bullied by the cross-examination process that went on for almost 4 days here at the High Court. Well, on Friday, we did see the women look at each other for the first time, actually, in these proceedings. They did exchange very stern looks, and we can expect that to continue today when Coleen Rooney takes the stand and her cross-examination continues.